Hello, my beautifully spooky friends, and welcome back to another 31 Days of Halloween video. I wanted to make sure that I had looks this year that were accessible to those of you who are going to be wearing a mask predominantly through the season. So today we are doing a cut crease. Starting out, we're just going to be decorating our face like normal. I don't know what I'm listening to, so I don't know why that dance was so weird, but you are welcome. And then today, in lieu of using our P. Louise base, we're actually going to be using some concealer to prime our eyes, which is weird. I normally am not a concealer to prime my eyes kind of gal, but I have eyelid veins and I wanted to get rid of them for my pictures. And I didn't anticipate wearing this for very long because initially I was going to do this look, wash it off, and then do something else for work today. But when I got done, I actually just really liked the way that it looked, and so I went to work like this, fake blood on my eyeballs and all. I'm using this colored pencil in the color Vibes, also from Morphe. I love these because they're a super creamy kind of formula, so they're great for like blending out like I'm about to do here. And the reason I gave myself that giant old wing is because, well, it's because I got a little bit carried away and then I decided that that was the shape we were going for today. So no real rhyme or reason, and I want to point out that you can do any kind of base makeup or no base makeup under this if you just don't want to. You could do just eyeliner, whatever floats your boat. Today I'm going to be playing with the Madison Beer Collection. I hadn't played with it before this video and I kind of wanted to get a sense of like some of the tones. They seem like half warm, half cool tones, and I wanted something a little bit more like neutral here on the base. I will say that this initial color was so much more pigmented and deeper than I had anticipated. I thought it was going to be like a nice light taupey color on me, and after I applied I was like, wow, it's kind of dark. For me, I don't know, it doesn't look that bad on camera, but in person I was taken aback. But I'm using that exact same fluffy brush and I am going to smoke, blend, buff, smudge, swipe, sweep that color all the way from this transition-y area up towards the brow, but not hitting the brow quite all the way. Also, sorry if I sound like I have a cold. I do not. I just woke up and I haven't had any coffee yet. This is the color White Rabbit from the palette, and I am using that on the very tippity top of that same fluff brush to really make sure that that first shade transitions seamlessly up here towards the brow. Now I'm switching to a little bit tighter, more concentrated of a brush. I'm going to be picking up the color Bambi from the palette, and we are going to concentrate that on the outer 1/3 of our very lower lid, sweeping up and out in that same shape that we created with our eyeliner. I did also tap this brush back and forth between the 3553 color, which is a matte brown, and also Life Support, which is like a terracotta kind of color. And I did that just to give this look a little bit more depth and dimension. Even though I said it wasn't really about the eyeshadow, I spent a pretty decent amount of time smoking, blending, buffing, whatever it is that you want to call it, those colors out. And then I did feel like overall the look was getting a little bit too dark, a little bit too deep across the entire lid, because my goal was really to have that cut from the cut crease kind of pop out. And so I picked up a flat smudgy brush. I went back in with that White Rabbit color, and you'll see that I kind of like stamp out the very inner corner up and inwards. Now for the blood, the blood. Just kidding, we're using lipstick. So this is one of my new recent favorite lipsticks. Even though I haven't really been wearing lipstick all that much, I have in fact been purchasing them because they've been on sale. So we're gonna take a little bit of this Rumors color from the Nabla Liquid Lips. I'm gonna tap it onto the back of my hand, load it onto an itsy bitsy teeny weeny little detail brush, and we are going to be sketching out our cut crease with that. My left eye is my good eye. It's the one that has a little bit more like real estate. I like the shape and curvature of that a little bit better, which is why you guys always see me do looks on this eye. I tried to match this shape on the other eye, but I forgot to overcompensate for the fact that my eyes are uneven. And see, here she goes, strong and wrong. And I knew right here, I was like, you've already messed up. But red lipstick is incredibly difficult to get off. It's the next day as I'm editing this and I still have a cut crease. I got the blood off, but the staining, the staining was super real. Okay, so obviously earlier was a little bit premature, but here we go with the blood, the real blood. And by real blood, I mean scab blood from Mayron. So Here we go. I am going to be dipping out just a hint of this stuff. I didn't want it to be like too sticky, too disgusting, you know, because it was going to be on my eyeballs and what I thought was not for very long, but it ended up being closer to 7 hours, I think. So anyways, I put some of this on the back of my hand, and then I put that same little detail brush into it, and we are just going to kind of like glob that on right here in the very center of our new little cut. I loved that the scab blood dried down but still kept its like glossy kind of sheen, so it was absolutely perfect for this look. But if you do not want to purchase any kind of blood but still want to achieve this look, we're giving ourselves a pretty thick and dramatic winged eyeliner because absolutely, why not? And then we are moving on to the rest of the face. I know that we've just cut ourselves, but we haven't bled enough to be completely pallid, so we need to add a little bit of life and warmth to our cheeks. This is the AF face palette from Morphe, so I'm using a bronzer from there, adding quite a bit of blush because you guys know I love blush. I do. I just love it. And then I brought out one of my favorite highlighters. This is the color Bomb from the Jaclyn Hill line. You guys, I can't wait for that girl to launch more makeup. I just loves it. I'm overlining my lips just a hair with that same color that we popped into our lower lash line and created our initial wing with, which is Vibes from Morphe. And then I'm gonna use that exact same red lipstick to give ourselves the perfect bloody red pout. All right, friends, and that is going to be it for today's super easy and a little bit more accessible 31 days of Halloween video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and that you found this video useful. Maybe this is something that is a little bit more accessible to those of you who are going to be wearing a mask this year for Halloween or who just couldn't be bothered to body paint yourself like I like to do here on this channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you are not already. Share this video with a makeup loving friend. Have a very fun, safe, somewhat spooky day, and I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. Bye. I don't want to like this. That would be disgusting. All right, let's cut to it.